Lowell Mills Civic Association has one of our purposes is to save and restore historic buildings or houses, and that was what came to mind when we looked at how can we relight the Baker's sign. I moved here when I got married in '74. My wife is from here her whole life. We bought her parents' house. She remembers the sign. She remembers the smell of the chocolate. And I have people that tell me that, you know, on a rainy day, before they took down the silos, they could smell the chocolate.
So New Atlantic Development, we're a mission-based housing developer. We do everything from artist housing to supportive housing. And in 2017, when this building was on the open market, our company organized city funding to help buy the property and put it in a nonprofit and save the artist lofts. And this has been the administration building for the chocolate factory, and it's been turned into Artist Live Work Studios.
Well, we're going to take it back to the shop, we're going to assess everything, and we're going to repair what we can and replace what we can't. It's just a good thing for the community. You know, it's nice to see old things being restored and not everything old going away. Yeah, it was a cool, old, real old school, old-fashioned sign that needed some serious attention. So we were happy to get involved. The skilled labor that we have even currently today, we have some amazing people that can do cool work. To think how they did it years ago versus how we're able to do it now, big difference. Big difference.
You look at some of the old ways that things were built, it's not done that way anymore. That's a lost art, really. There are some really talented blacksmiths that are bringing things like that back to the forefront, you know, in American society. And I find that very exciting, and especially when you get to restore something that somebody built 100 years ago. And I really find that fascinating. And again, as you're trying to rebuild it, you're looking at how they had originally built the piece, and you really want to try hard to replicate that the best you can.
Well, it feels great finally after all this time to get down here and hopefully get this installed. Ton of work. It came out great, we think, and hopefully everybody will think so as well.
It's been a long 3-year struggle, but we're so happy that we've had a great turnout. We've had the Lowell Mills Tavern supplied food. The Ice Cream Smith made a special chocolate ice cream for this event, and they're giving out ice cream tonight. So it's a community event.
Part of what we do is preservation, not only creating artist spaces. Sometimes it's hard in this economy to take the time and budget for historic preservation. I feel like it brings a certain weight and anchor and history to the neighborhood, and that people gravitate towards these things and becomes an anchor for the community. And I think it'll literally and figuratively brighten the community.
I want to thank you all for coming. This has been a long journey. Finally, tonight at 8:21, we will relight the sign.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As we've talked talked about this relighting event, all the stories, almost everyone leads with, I remember when I was a kid and I could smell the chocolate. And so part of relighting this sign ties together the Lower Mills neighborhood, the new version of it. So while it might not be centered on the factory, it's still centered on community, and I think that's what we're seeing here tonight.